Oh my gosh. Top 5 movie ever, babe. Yes. Oh my God. He says, do you want to go to Moe's? She says, I can't even think right now because it's just like, this was just so amazing. Are trash movies worth going to the movies to see? Let's find out. Argylle is the story of a writer, Ellie Conway. She is writing a story, and for some odd reason, this is playing out in real life. And of course, if something like that was to happen in real life, it would cause some issues, right?
Definitely.
And issues it causes. She is then confronted by 2 factions of secret government agents. I'm going to say secret because I'm trying not to give too much away. It's kind of hard not to give anything away with this film and do a review. I really want to just make it a spoiler review because this is going to be tough. She's confronted by 2 different sects of agents. One good, one bad. Maybe one bad, one good. Ellie Conway is played by Bryce Howard. She comes in and she, as usual, does a pretty fair job at her role. I have no complaints there. But what I will say, what fails for me in this movie is not the acting from anyone. Because I also think that Sam Rockwell did an amazing job. His performance was amazing in my opinion. Henry Cavill, Superman, and The Witcher.
Superman.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Superman, not so much. You know, I wasn't convinced with.
Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to play some just astonishing role. It's like I'm just supposed to be the.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be like sexy though.
Yeah,
that came off.
No,
nothing
you know what?
About that was sexy.
If you thought Johnny Bravo was sexy, then
God,
there you have it.
Yes,
that's exactly
that is the vibes that he gave off.
Yeah, Johnny
that is
Bravo.
crazy. I did not think about that. He really gave off Johnny Bravo vibes all day.
Definitely,
100%, man. Samuel L. Jackson's performance was pretty much what you would expect from a very old aging agent.
Right. I actually expected more out of him.
You did?
In this film, I did. I thought that
he didn't have a great, really big role though.
No, but he is known to have, in this type of movie,
yeah,
he's known to have a bigger role, and this really didn't. I wouldn't say, oh, you know, I don't think I would have even pointed out Samuel L. Jackson in this movie.
You know what? I will say this. I looked it up, and this is not really a spoiler, so I'm going to say it. I didn't realize that Argylle and the Kingsmen were in the same universe. I'm not a big Kingsman fan.
Right.
However, I'm not against the films at all. I'm not a big Kingsman fan, but just the thought of that being in the same universe does kind of make me interested, right?
Right.
This film is coming in currently on Rotten Tomatoes at a 37%. Which I think is pretty telling, right? That's where it should be, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But I was entertained. I had fun. I think that the choreography and the fighting style was very good.
Right.
I think that the CGI was horrible.
Most definitely. And majority of this film is CGI. So yeah, you really expected more out of it.
Yeah, I thought it was everything about it screamed blockbuster. But when you see the movie, everything about it screams $2 million budget or something. I don't know. It screams low budget.
Right.
With good actors.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Good actors, low budget though. The quality is horrible here. I don't know. The writing, when it first starts, it is the slowest start to a movie.
It is.
That we have seen in about a week, because started off extremely slow. So I thought it just dawned on me though. But the film about the soldiers. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting the name of it at the moment. But it starts off extremely slow as well. Land of Bad.
Right. Definitely.
But like Land of Bad, it picks up.
Right. It does.
It does pick up. Land of Bad picked up, and it proved to be a very good film.
Right.
This movie picks up, and it's an okay film.
Right.
know.
And like you all know how I am, this movie could have been cut a whole lot shorter. It is not worth the 2 hours and 19-minute runtime.
Not at all.
It could have easily been an hour and 30 minutes.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, when is this going to end?
Right.
You saw when I leaned forward, I was done.
Right.
At that point, I was really done with it. I wasn't leaning forward like I was in Land of Bad because I was like at the edge of my seat. I was at the edge of my seat in preparation to stand up and leave. I was tired of this movie. Like,
definitely. But then when you leaned forward, you did have a moment that you were like, damn.
Right. And my son said, that's what I was thinking. I was like, so were you thinking the same thing about what happened on the screen?
Right.
Or were you thinking, damn, and you know you can't say it? Which one is?
Exactly.
It may have been both.
Right.
But the movie, man, listen, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I think that this is a film that if you want to go see it, go see it. Go to the theaters. I'm in between stream it and go to the theaters and seeing it. But I am going to tell you that it's not a good movie, but it's like Meg 2. If y'all remember what I said about Meg 2, movies can be bad and yet still be entertaining.
Right.
They can still be entertaining, right?
Right.
Like, sometimes you sit there and you know that this movie, I said to her a couple times, this movie is horrible. Right. You could predict, it's so predictable. I knew what was going to happen 90% of the time. I didn't get everything right, but 90% of the time I knew what every twist that was coming. They practically screamed it in the writing. Mm-hmm. They practically screamed it. Oh man, I wish this was a discussion so I could really tell you guys what I'm saying. They practically screamed it out at you.
They did.
And it was like they didn't leave any mystery. For a spy movie with no mystery.
Right.
That's a good
it's going to be your typical spy movie. So if you've seen one, you've seen this one, believe me. But my vote on this
it's comedy all day though. Like
the comedy is
I mean now the comedy appeals to my 29%.
Correct.
Right. Now correct. I will say that because we had a couple leave out of the theater and everybody was in there often goofoffing. What is that word? Goofoffing. Everybody's in there goofoffing.
Yes.
That's not a word.
They were chuckling it up.
They were laughing. And they were in there hee-heeing it up. And yet, when they walked out of the theater, my wife and I were like, you know, and we were preparing our thoughts for this review.
Right.
And the couple behind us were just like, oh my gosh. Top 5 movie ever, babe. Yes. Oh my God. He says, do you want to go to Moe's? She says, I can't even think right now because it's just like, this was just so amazing. It was so like, oh.
You know what? I believe that they were that couple that have not been
to the movies in a while.
Right. They haven't been to the movies in a while and they don't have any type of streaming services available to them at all because this absolutely is not.
Yeah, it's no way that you said it's top 5
you know
anything.
What? Yes, it is. It's in our top 5 worst movies of 2024.
So far, it's definitely
and we
there.
have 2 in this spot now. So
man,
we're just growing this list ever so. But my recommendation for this movie, if you can't tell based off of my response, is to absolutely stream it. If you want a couple chuckles. It's something to sit back at the house and just stream. It's not worth your $15 plus popcorn and drink at all.
I do want to say this real quick before I let you guys go. Bryan Cranston is just freaking phenomenal. I love this guy, man. Bryan Cranston, as you know, that's the gentleman from Breaking Bad. If you don't know who he is, go stream Breaking Bad right now. Don't even finish this review. Just go watch Breaking Bad. This guy comes in. He played his role. Listen, this is one of the best actors. Bryan Cranston has to be one of the best actors that we have ever witnessed. Like one of them. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying that he is one of the best. The range that he portrays, is absolutely crazy. From going to hey baby, hey,
right,
to poof, just blowing somebody. Like this dude's range is phenomenal.
Absolutely,
it's the same. He portrayed the same range in this movie as he does in Breaking Bad. I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. This guy is crazy good. So if nothing else, I say watch it to see this guy's performance.
Definitely.
His performance was the best in the movie. Bryan Cranston, the bee's knees.
Bee's knees, huh? Be sure to let us know what you think about this movie. If you stream it, if you decide to go to the theaters and waste your money. you know, or you decide not to see it at all, you know, based off of our review. But be sure to hit the comments, let us know what you think. Hit the notification bell so you can see the next time we have a review, because there are a plethora of movies coming up. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And we're out.